Okay, so after that little aside doing the boss missions, we've got our nick now. So that was a really nice way of getting a nice boosted nick. Although it's going to quickly become irrelevant because we are doing our industry accounts now. So, right where we left off, as I said, we're going to want to get into the Cronus. So we'll need two of these. And I'm just going to unstack and unpack one of them, and I'm going to just show this really quickly. So it's got four harvest slots, or sorry, four industrial slots. That's this part right here. You can even see this in the chassis. Industrial, 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 and this one's industrial and turret, but we're going to be using it as an industrial. So what we're going to need is we're going to need some harvesters. So I'll grab the standard harvesters. We'll buy one of those and buy 7 more. And then the other thing we're going to want is lightweight frames, which we've actually got already because we got them from our missioning. And then we're going to want, last but not least, we're going to want some industrial tubing. Now we'll need 6 of these. So there we go. The total cost of all of that was about 2.5–3 million nick. Okay, so we'll want to go 3. And the last thing we want is 2 of these. Okay. So I've got my other guys. Ooh, my other guys are actually still on the Alpha Island, so I need to move them over. So I'm just going to pause the video while I move these guys over, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm back. I kind of forgot I was recording for a second, but I've got my guys in here, so we'll open up a trade with them. Each one is going to get a Cronus. Oh, I need to repackage that one. One of those, 3 of those, 3 and 1. Send offer. Oh, I got this on the wrong screen. Send offer, accept. Accept, there's 1 down. Need to package you so that you can trade it. And open up a trade with this guy, and we'll do the same thing. I think you could drag more than one thing at once. Of course you can. Okay, this guy's also on the wrong screen. Send offer, accept. Accept. Okay. Roll up my sleeves here. Alright, let's fit these up. And what do we need for... What do we need for skills? Agent profile, extensions. We got an extra 5,000 skill because I made these a couple days ago. Okay, so industrial robot control 4. Okay, that just needs 1. And basic robotics 4. Perfect. Industrial robot specialist 2. Syndicate industrial robot control. We're almost out of nick already. Optimize industrial engineering. Is that here? No, it's not, but we do need data processing 4. Of course, it would be under engineering. Optimized industrial engineering. Is that just optimized engineering? Is that a... Oh no, I think it's under mineral extraction. There it is. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Now we need to... We're 20 CPU short, so we do need to upgrade this a little bit more. Let's get this up to 5. And that was enough to get us there. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to... On these guys, these guys are actually going to be our money makers, so we are actually going to go into relations, which is something we didn't look at all on our combat one. But relations actually is a really good place to be for making more money. So multiplies reward assignments by an additional 5% per extension level. So once you get that to 10, that'll be 50% more. And then we want there's one more that increases the reduce the amount of negative relationship towards competing. Okay, so that's not a thing in this game. We'll probably need that as a prerequisite. I think it is fieldcraft. Yes, so fieldcraft is the other one that we really want. So the prerequisites for this is contract negotiation, which we don't have enough nick for yet. So we're actually going to worry about this after we get a bit of nick, but we'll just get in and start doing some missions. What am I still missing? Syndicate Industrial Robot Control. Did I not get that? Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is some harvesting charges. And we'll buy 1,000 of these to start off. Actually, let's get 3,000. You go through these pretty quickly while you're doing these missions, so... Oh wow, this guy actually has 12 U of cargo. That's really good. Another thing about the Cronus that's nice is you actually get... Never mind, I was thinking of a different bot. You get nothing. I thought that this guy also was good at artifacting, but I take it back. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on this account. I'm going to pause because you guys just saw that, so I will be back when I get... Okay, got this guy set up. We got both of them set up now. Alright, so a couple things. You do not want to be in a squad. These are going to be two completely independent accounts, just doing their own thing. Because if you're in a squad, you actually get less per guy. Another thing I'm going to be utilizing is Alt-Tab. So Alt-Tab switches you between your last two windows. And then the last thing I'll be utilizing, you guys won't be able to hear it, but I will, is I've got notifications on. So I believe... let's see. So I'm going to be sending one to this field terminal. This field terminal right here has all of the plants around it. And I think it was either this one or this one. I'm going to be sending them to different field terminals just so I don't over harvest the plants. I think there's a couple that are good to use. I think it was this one, and this one. So that's HER04, right north of Oxnare. And if you go straight north, HER01, I remember this one also being good. It has all of the plants around it. And then lastly, I'm going to be checking this one, but I believe it's also this one, HER03. Has all of the plants around it. I don't think it was this one. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Okay. So, we're going to be walking over to our plants, or sorry, our field terminals that we're going to be missioning at. This guy's almost ready to go. So if you do this on 3 accounts, you've got 3 terminals that you can go to, or if one has been being used and the plants are all really low, you can go to another one of the other ones. I'm sure there's other field terminals that are also good, but these are just the ones that I scouted out and found. I believe my accumulator is going to be fine. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's fine. So as you can see, Prismositae right nearby. So if we get any Prismositae ones, Prismositae, Katai, I don't know, whatever it is. So there's Prismositae right here, Triangulus right around the corner, and Heliopsis right over here. So we've got all of our plants right by us. So these first couple of missions are going to go really fast. Where is it? Harvesting. There we go. So we need Prismositae. That one's done already. And then we need Heliopters. The first little bit is going to be a bit of a challenge just because we complete them so quickly. So multi-boxing on these two is going to be a little bit annoying. Again, just because we're harvesting so quickly. So you can see how quick this is already. We need Triangulus and Prismositae. And Triangulus is right up here. So, I mean, again, you can clearly see. Worth noting, if I get another Triangulus Prismositae combination, I'm probably going to want to take this Prismositae up here just so that these ones over here don't get abused too much. Prismositae for this one. It's going to be a nice quick one. Worth noting that we might want to up our targeting. Okay, another good one. This guy's still just making his way over there. That's fine. Okay, Triangulus and Prismositae. So like I said, I'm gonna actually get that Prismositae that's up here just to leave these ones a little bit less damaged. Okay, so while that's reloading, we'll go and start doing these ones. Oh, and I've got these all messed up. So let's keep all my stuff in order. Don't need the combat log. I do want this. Usually I got my chat over here, so I'll realign all this. Don't need the scanner for any of this, so I'll just close that. And Heliopterus right up here. So we've got Heliopterus right here. And so one thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn on my field devices. That's not what I want. I want field terminals. And then I can autopilot a bit better. Do the same thing here. Turn on field terminals. Okay, so we need Prismositae. I don't remember 100%. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so field terminal, go back to that. You're already here to deliver. Again, this is going to be a little chaotic until we get to the next level of missions. Just because we are doing them so quickly. But as long as I am continuously doing missions, that's going to be just fine. So we'll get this one really quick. And then while we're walking over here, I'll go to my other account. And you are delivering. So yeah, so as you guys can see, this is very fast. Yeah, this is pretty much the process. And it's going to be really quick all the way up till about level 4 missions. Okay, so Triangulus. I don't remember where the Triangulus is here. So I think it's up on this hill. Yeah, it's up on the hill here. Is this Prismosity? So again, if I get a Triangulus Prismosity combo here, I'm going to want to utilize the stuff over here. Go back to that field terminal. We'll collect this one. So this plant's almost dead, so I'm actually not going to harvest off of that one. If you kill plants, that's bad because it takes them a lot longer to reload or to regrow. So if you're doing this over a couple days, you're going to want to try and preserve your plants as much as possible. Okay, well, you're walking over there. I'll do this. Oh, we're up to level 1 already. Heliopteris, so we'll go back. And while you're walking, we'll go do this. And we'll unlock there, go over and get this Prismosity. Obviously, you don't need to really rush and go crazy like this, and you can take your time and you can just do this on one account, but if you're trying to go fast, it is... So now it's actually 2 cycles. So this is where I want to be listening, because I'll get that trigger. I'm actually listening to some music right now. I'm going to pause it. So I'll actually get that trigger in my ear when this is done. Again, you guys can't hear it, so this is where you might actually want to turn up your UI sounds. So if I go to this one, options, so, oh, wrong one. UI sounds, apply, okay, okay. And then I'm going to turn my desktop recording back on. And now you guys can hear that nice nice ding sound whenever you complete a mission. So we got Heliopteris and Triangulus. Another thing that might be worth doing is not rendering decorational plants. That way I'm not getting confused with all these other plants around. Okay, and you're done already, so you should have been walking back to the field terminal. And I believe this is my Triangulus right over here. Deliver this. Okay, Prismosity, that's a nice easy one. And while you're harvesting, we'll go and do this one. Oh, I'm harvesting the wrong plant. That's going to happen every now and then. It's hard to keep track of everything. Should be hearing a ding soon. Okay, there's the ding. Get you back to the field terminal. Get you back to the field terminal. It's T to go approach something. Okay. Prismosity. There you are. And you want Triangulus. Okay, so I'm actually not going to get that one. I will get the ones over here. Okay, and you need to deliver, and I don't really know exactly how far I'm going to go today with this. Obviously, it's very quick. I need Triangulus and Heliopteris. So I will go up here. And you're done. Let's get you locked up. And we'll get you going. And we'll get you going. Any second now. You need to stop firing. And we'll unlock. And yeah. Obviously, we're going very quickly. And you're going to be done now, so we'll get you back to the field terminal. So, you know, when you're starting, go at your own pace, and then as you do this more and more and more, it's going to become trivial, where you'll be going very fast, just like this. Perhaps even faster. Remember, just always make sure you keep an eye on your plants. Make sure you don't kill any plants. Again, if you are going to be doing this over a couple days, just because that's going to cost you in the long run. Okay, you need to go for a little bit of a walk. But a big part of this is just knowing what your hotkeys are. So T to approach, R to lock, U to unlock. and that's the main part of it. So I am going to do this for an hour. Well, 40 more minutes because I've already been going for 20. And then we'll basically just see where we're at the end of that. But yeah, as you can see, we are really, really flying through these missions. Okay, and you can deliver now. Need Heliopterus and Triandalus. So yeah, we'll basically just be doing the same thing for the next 40 minutes. And yeah, doing it on 2 accounts is a little bit more exciting. So yeah, it's kind of nice just to mix it up again. And yeah, doing this on 2 accounts, it still actually becomes pretty exciting, even though we are, you know, harvesting plants. When you are trying to do it efficiently and as quickly as possible, it makes it a bit of fun. I find, at least. And you know, if you do ever end up killing a plant by accident, it's not the end of the world. Looks like our accumulator has 0 issues, so I don't regret not putting an accumulator charger on. Alright, so you're going to be done first. And we'll head back to the field terminal. And back to the field terminal. Okay. They're both a little ways away. We'll stick to this guy. And do a reload really quick. Heliopterus and Prismacete. So we'll go over here. Deliver, assignments, request, Triandalus, and Prismacete. So again, we'll go over to the Triandalus first. Find a plant and get harvesting there. This one I can take out one more time. It's at 14 now, so that's just going to be fine. You want to try and keep plants over 10. I believe that's kind of ideal. I don't know the exact science behind it, but that's just kind of what I've been told by the powers that be. Because people did have this down to a science on the old servers. It used to work differently. The way that the modules work, the modules used to be exponential growth, so like they'd give you like 50% more, then 50% more on top of that, then 50% more on top of that. So like the metagame for making money or making Nick was to use small I'm blanking right now, small harvesting modules and just a ton of industrial tunings, and small and medium harvesting modules actually harvest the exact same amount of resources. The difference is that, oh, that guy's almost dead. The difference is that mediums just cycle faster, but they harvest the same amount. Triandalus and Heliopterus. Okay, so we got some Heliopterus right here. Got the observers up there. Do need to kind of keep an eye on those guys, but not too worried about it. So yeah, so you used to just stack a bunch of industrial tunings, use small miners, and you would just mine like crazy. So yeah, that's what people used to do. Now you're actually going to be better off using medium modules if you can. This guy's got 10 left, this guy's got 5 left. But yeah, it's still fairly good, Nick. It's not as good as it was before they made the changes, but yeah, it's still one of the best ways to make Nick. The only issue is you are a little bit limited by how much you can, like, plants do eventually run out. So there's that unfortunate side of that. On beta islands, if you find patches of ore, you can actually set up your island so that all of the ore is basically right under your terminal. It requires a lot of setup to do that, and something that I'm not particularly familiar with. Like, I haven't done a ton of that, but I know that it can be done. And mining actually is way, way better than harvesting if you can set it up. But it does require, like I said, a lot more setup and a lot more effort. So for us, just starting out, we are going to stick to plants because it requires no setup and it's just nice and quick and easy, and anybody can do it. I don't know why I sequenced like I just did, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, more Prismosity. So you remember how long it took to go through missions on the Comet accounts? I think I was already 2 episodes in at this point in time, maybe even 3 episodes in by the time I got to this level of missions. So you can see just the absolute stark difference in how long it takes industrial versus combat. Like, it's not comparable, which it shouldn't be that way. Combat should be, in my opinion, way more rewarding than harvesting because it's way more difficult. But I mean, that's something that the people running the server will hopefully address in the near future. Because yeah, combat missions should be way more exciting and profitable than harvesting missions, in my opinion. But that's like your opinion, man. So, who knows what'll happen. Okay. Almost done. There we go. And we're over here now. Beautiful. Deliver that. And let's just take a quick look right here. So we're already up to 270 tokens, which, if I'm remembering correctly, 270 tokens is about 1.5 million Nick. And we're only on level 1 missions. So this is only going to get exponentially better as we do this more and more. Now, that being said, we are going to have to go further and further away in order to get the plants, because they will eventually start running out closer to us. But again, it's such a stark difference between this and what the combat missions were. Like, the furthest we'll be away will be an average combat mission. If I can remember to reload on this one, I should. But yeah, once we get a little bit higher up, it'll be a little bit less chaotic because there'll be more downtime waiting for plants to harvest. But right now, it is a bit of chaos just because our bot we have is harvesting way faster than what level 0 and level 1 missions would expect you to be at this point. Why am I still harvesting this? I should be harvesting Heliopterus. Did I mess something up? I feel like I messed something up there. That's okay. As you do this for a while, you do tend to go a little bit crazy, but that's okay. Especially if you're doing it on 2 accounts. Sometimes you can get a little bit confused, and that is totally alright. Because plants are good, plants are life. Okay, so you're going to be done right away. And we'll head back to the field terminal. You're done, and we'll head back to the field terminal and reload. It's B to reload. Remember, hotkeys are your friend. Prismosity. And deliver. For some reason it decided not to reload because it just hates me. And we'll go back over to the Heliopterus. You're going to be done right away. And yeah, it's basically just this. But again, you guys can see just how absolutely staggeringly fast this is. Especially compared to the combat missions. Because yeah, I've been recording for exactly half an hour right now. And let's just take a look at the transactions. I've done that many missions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 missions. I have done 20 missions, well, almost 40 because I've been doing it on 2 accounts, in half an hour. So yeah, so almost 40 missions in half an hour, which if you compare that to combat, where you're doing 2 missions in half an hour, it's yeah, it's really just not even the same game. But yeah, this is basically how I rushed into echelons when I first started the server. I did this, and I knew I was going to do this because I had restarted on different servers several times, and I knew that this was the best way to get into mechs in order to farm taps, which is what's going to be the next step after we do this. And the reason you want to farm taps is to get research. I'm going to be going over a couple different methods for getting research and kind of what you want to do. But yeah, that'll come at quite a bit of a later date. Right now, we're just building our plant empire. Maybe that's what I'll title this video. Part 7, building the plant empire. I like it. We're doing it. Okay, there's another mission down. Okay, you're done. So we'll get you heading back to the field terminal. And you need Prismosity and Heliopterus. So we'll head over to the Heliopterus. Once I do end up going a little bit farther away, I'll show you guys another technique for making this a little bit simpler. Not that it's not already super simple, but oh, Triangulus. We want to go over here. Actually, is there Triangulus randomly over here? There is. Why have I been walking all the way over there? One thing I could do is I could start working on this guy, and then once I take this one out, it'll give me a quick path over to the Triangulus up here. Okay, and Heliopterus. Oh, another hotkey that I should mention is V to interact, and then G to take all of the current open boxes. So every time I see one of those boxes, I'm hitting V and then G. So space to stop mining, click on the box, V, and then G. And that's basically what I do. So space to stop mining, VG, and then head back to the terminal with T to approach. Okay, we need Heliopterus and Prismosity. And you're done. And hopefully it won't take us too long to get to level 2 missions. For some reason the approach isn't working on this one. Might be because that plant is slightly unreachable, but that's okay. And Prismosity. I think I'm just going to suck up this one so that I can open up this area. It's a little bit more out of the way, but it's going to save me a bit of time in the long run. Okay, while you're running back, we'll keep an eye on this guy. Again, Alt-Tab is your friend. Hotkeys are your friend, and Alt-Tab is your friend. Those are the only 2 friends you need. This guy's actually getting really low. I'll start working on this one. Okay, deliver Heliopterus, which is over here. There's more Heliopterus up here. If we do end up running out, I don't think we'll ever really run out of, well, we'd have to be doing this for hours and hours, which, hey, we might end up doing. But you do really have to be cranking into these plants to make a big dent on the Triandulus and the Prismositae. Right, doesn't let me approach, so I'll approach over here. Send you back to the terminal. Get this plant going. Gonna have to find another plant right away. That one's getting really low. Okay, back to the Heliopterus. You're good, and back to the terminal with you. Do a quick reload on this guy because we're getting low on ammo. And you're done. So again, I'm gonna go work on this one guy over here. I'll just approach, start getting this one set up. Prismositae. It's an ACZ one. And where is it? This guy. Start working on you. Yeah, again, once we unlock the next level of mission, it's going to slow down significantly, because I think it takes 3 cycles per instead of 2 cycles per. Oh yeah, that's right, I want to go up here, because I have to go up here anyways, so I might as well leave that Prismositae for when I just have to get Prismositae, so I have that really, really nice quick mission. Oh, accidentally sucking a bit extra out of this one. That's okay, we want to get this guy down anyways. So that's going to be just fine. And requests. This one's almost done, so we'll unlock and relock. And yeah, more Heliopterus. This will be my last shot on this particular plant. I have to find a new one after that because he's going to be down to 10 cycles or 10 charges. My Prismositae, I gotta go back over there again. And again, if you do accidentally kill a plant, it's never going to be the end of the world. Especially if you're doing this on 2 accounts, you're going to make mistakes. I've already made a couple mistakes, and I have a fair bit of experience doing this. Granted, I haven't done it in a while, but, I mean, that's not really a good excuse, now is it? Prismositae and Heliopterus. So I'll go over here. I think I've... Okay, this guy can go. This guy's got 18 left. Oh! I'm hitting the wrong plant. Got the wrong plant targeted. But yeah, as you can see, I've already made over 1 million, over 2 million nick. And it's been 38 minutes on brand new accounts. So, yeah. It's just, harvesting is very nice for making nick. And that's pretty much the long and skinny of it. What do I need? Prismositae. So I'll go back over to this one. Really just beat this plant into the ground. He'll never see it coming. Or she. Or it. Okay, we're up to 191 standing. That's really good. This one finished. So get you going back to the field terminal while I get my bearings on this mission, which is Triandulus and Prismositae. And there we go. So again, hopefully this kind of shows why even when I do start a combat account, I actually just invest a little bit, 10,000 EP into a Cronus. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way is where I'm going. 10,000 EP into a Cronus, and then I just do this to make my money at the start. Combat missions to me are just as exciting or lack of exciting as doing this. So I'd rather do the one that makes me get out of it quicker. But again, as I've said before, if you're just starting out, combat missions are probably going to be what you want to do, just because it is much more engaging. Or as we saw in the last video, you can even just log on every couple of hours and do an hour of boss farming, and that's going to be able to get you your nick just as well. So yeah, there's certainly ways you can do certain things and all that jazz, but if your goal is just to make nick, this is going to be one of the best ways to do it, especially starting out. Oh, I'm starting to get low on plants. And hopefully this will get us to the next tier of mission. I think it will, but we will see. So again, what took us, I think it was about 3 or 4 hours, we have just done in 40 minutes to get to level 2 missions. So I don't think I really need to drive it home too much more, but yeah, it's insane how much better harvesting missions are. Okay, so that plant's getting a little bit low. We'll go over to this one. Yeah, our goal is going to be to get, I don't know, about 20-30 million nick, and then T4 up, get some mechs. And yeah, we're basically going to be doing harvesting missions for, I'll say this episode and one more, and maybe one more after that. But this is going to be the general theme of the next couple episodes. So this is, see, it's taking 3 cycles now. So it is going to take a fair bit longer for those ones, and it's going to slow down, and I'll be able to collect my thoughts and talk a little bit more. Oh, this one actually took 4 cycles. So at this point, you might want to actually go and invest a little bit more into harvesting. But again, it depends what you're doing. If you do want a dedicated money-making account, then investing in harvesting is certainly going to be a nice way to go. Because yeah, the faster you go, the more money you make per hour. It's a pretty simple concept. And yeah, we're going to do another 15 minutes of this, and then that's going to be the video. Actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to do another 10 minutes of this, and then we'll do a loot breakdown, or we'll do a sell at the end. So yeah, it is taking 3 to 4 cycles now. So, you know, like I said, significantly slower, but significantly more profits. Getting into that next level of mission. And also with that, it also makes it a lot more chill, 'cause I don't have to worry as much. I can just relax and, you know, watch YouTube, talk to people that aren't actually there. So like right there, 84,000 nick, not too bad. We've got the Goblin Lancer here, which is very annoying. They have put these in the game in order to stop people from AFK mining, but they're really just a huge annoyance, which is fun. So this guy's probably going to be following me for the rest of the video and locking and unlocking me, and I love that that's a thing, but we will deal with it accordingly. I'm pretty sure it takes 0 time to relock plants anyways, so him ECMing me should actually not be that big of a deal. Heliopterus and Prismositae, so we'll go get this plant. Yeah, so he will ECM me, break my locks every now and then, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. The The observers are making their routes again. So we do want to keep an eye on those guys. The observers on Alpha Island are extremely toned down, so you don't have to worry about them too much. Even if they do lock you, as long as you're listening and half paying attention, you should be able to run away. Wait, what? Where's my worker lod? Oh. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, hopefully I don't die. We're running into some problems here. Uh-oh, am I gonna die? Okay, I think I got away. Yeah, okay. So this guy, I don't know why they did this. I can't even see my log right now because they gave this guy this crazy ability to lower your signal detection. So that log that I got, I can't even see it because this guy, his ability that he's using on me makes it so that I can't even see anything. I believe that's what was happening there. I hope that's what was happening there because I need my log. Yeah, so there it is. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not happy about the Goblin Lancers. I think that sentiment's kind of shared among several people. I'm just gonna run away and hope that he goes away. I'm actually just gonna pause the video and hope that these annoying NPCs go away, and I will resume when they are gone. Because I don't think anybody... I mean, this is how you deal with them. You just run away from them until they screw off. So, I mean, there's not really much to that. Even this one, you saw the observers caught me with my pants down. Actually, I guess I can just continue to go on this account, and then I'll just look at this account, and then I'll wait for the Goblin Lancer to screw off on this account. But yeah, the joys of roaming NPCs. Really throwing a wrench in my plant harvesting. Okay, it looks like the Goblin Lancer is mostly effed off now, so I'll go grab my Prismosity that I need. And I'll just go grab this one. Yeah, Goblin Lancer, extremely annoying. And that's all I have to say about that. There's much more I could say about that, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Now back to the real grind of grinding up these plants. So yeah, again, these are, if you are going to have dedicated money making accounts, it is actually worth investing some skills. And even if you aren't going to have dedicated money making accounts, if you are doing industry, it's not a horrible thing to be able to harvest plants. So yeah, either way, it's probably a good idea to harvest plants and invest some skills into harvesting plants. Okay, you still need one more cycle, and then you're going to be done. This should be 1 or 2 more missions, and this guy's going to be on to the next level. And yeah, just cruising. So 100,000 Nick for that one mission. This one's going to give 107,000 Nick. So really looking good now. And you need to deliver. So we do need one more mission. Heliopteris and Prismosity. I'll take the last couple cycles out of this plant. Oh, we got a nice Heliopteris plant here that I was missing. so that's good. And we'll just watch this one that's not at level 2 missions yet, because the other one takes 4 cycles and this one only takes 2. So hopefully I'll have enough cargo space to haul all of my universal tokens, but we shall see. I might actually just let this one run out, all of this Prismosity here. No, I won't bother doing that. That's a little bit silly to just waste time like that. We're going to be able to kill this plant soon enough anyways. Okay, you still need one more cycle. And this should be the next level of missions unlocked now. There it is. Heliopsis and Prismosity. So now I will go and kill this one. And that's a dead Prismosity plant. Perfect. Now we have access to our Triandulus. Excellent. So now it's going to be a little bit slower of a process, and this is where you want to be listening for when your mission's complete, or you could just continuously alt-tab between them. Either way is going to be just fine. Well, the pit boss is roaming around here. Isn't that fun? Yep. We're just chilling now. This guy's got to reload. I was a little bit inefficient with my ammo reloading, but that's okay. Okay. Let's go grab my Heliopsis now. Here's a good plant. Okay. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. I know. But if we look at our tokens, we're up to 670. So, you know, 1,000 of those tokens is worth 5 million Nick. So, you know, if you compare that to how long it took us to get Nick in the combat tune, I mean, I'm already at close to 20 million Nick between my two accounts. By the time this is over, I'll probably be close to 20 million between the two of them. So, you know, in one episode, we've already gotten more Nick than in 4 or 5 episodes of the combat account. Now, that being said, I did start with the Arc, which was a huge handicap, and you're going to be going way quicker if you start in an assault. But I think this still really does justice to show just how inefficient combat missions are and how badly that they should be reworked, frankly. But you know, it depends, because there's obviously importance between having fun and being efficient. Okay. And now you'll see that the amount that we're increasing our reputation per mission has significantly decreased. So this is where you are actually going to want to start to invest in some of those skills for doing missions. But yeah, I think I will finish up these last 2 missions here and then head back to base. Head back to Hirschfield and do a quick sale and see how much we made in this hour. Yep. Just keep alt-tabbing between accounts. Again, once you get up to this point, if you're really crazy, you could add in another account or even 2 more accounts once you get even higher, and you're going even slower. It's really the sky's the limit, up to 5 accounts, which is what you're allowed to have on this server. Otherwise, they will slap your wrist and tell you not to do that. Also, potentially ban you. Because, yeah, the rules for this server is that you are only allowed 5 concurrent accounts at once. You can have as many accounts as you want, but you're only allowed to have 5 online at a time. That is what the rules are. So yeah, so you can have up to 5 accounts doing this at once. Gonna be quite a bit of micromanagement for that, but you know, if you're up to it, you're up for it. Okay, let's get this plant that's sneaky behind there. Okay, we'll just stick on this guy, and yeah, I'm gonna leave the help channel and the recruitment channel because I don't need to be in either of those. Back to the field terminal. And hopefully I'll have enough cargo space for all of these tokens. I might not. Should be okay. Yeah. So there, we're good. And let's go back to Hirschfield with you. And then we'll just wait for this guy to finish up. Taking his sweet time. Do, 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 do. Almost done. One last cycle. As I said already, if this is something that interests you and you want to make tons and tons of Nick, then definitely worth investing in some skills. Okay, let's go back to Hirschfield. And enter. So what I will do is I will just transfer everything over to the one account. So that would be you, trade. We'll just send everything over to you and then do one big sell. Oops. There we go. And everything but this. All right. So in that 50-ish minutes, we got 1,300 tokens. So obviously, if lots of people start doing this, this 12,000 buyout here is going to be out of stock within within a couple of hours. So you know, the tokens aren't something that you can completely rely on, but you still do, especially the higher tier missions. And if you go to beta, which is even more crazy because you get double the Nick permission, plus you also get a bonus to harvesting, so the missions go faster. So it's quite a lot faster. But yeah, it's going to be pretty quick. And I will just go ahead and recycle all of this stuff. Okay, and I might as well sell the plants. Because why not? So there we go. So 2.2 million on this account and almost 9 million on this account. So, you know, we're at almost exactly 11 million Nick. And yeah, that was grinding through the base missions, and that was just one episode's worth. If we go to transactions, you can see that, you know, how many missions we completed in that amount of time, and at the end of it we were getting 160,000 per mission. So if we look at the time here, each mission was taking about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes depending on how many plants you had to harvest. So yeah, 2 to 3 minutes per mission. We'll just bring up the calculator because why not. So let's say you could do 30 missions an hour, 20 missions an hour times by, we'll use an average here, we'll say 100,000, and that's 2 million Nick per hour. So obviously a big portion of this does come from your tokens. As you saw, we sold the tokens for almost 6 million Nick, and if the tokens aren't there, then that's a big cut in your profits. But this is just the beginning. Once we get into gargoyles and get up to level 4 missions, it's going to be even crazier. So I just want to check really quickly. So this is the mech, and these are actually crazy cheap. 7 million, I didn't post these. This is just what people have put up because nobody buys these bots. The NK2s, 20, 30 million. Yeah, like these kind of bots are going to make back their cost very, very quickly if you're doing harvesting missions. But anyways, that's it for this episode. So next episode, we're going to be doing more of the same. We're just grinding up Nick as much as possible, and then we're going to get into some mechs and grind a bit more Nick, and then we'll be going into EP farming. So if you guys enjoyed this one, I hope you guys really saw how good harvesting missions are, and we'll catch you in the next one. Talk to you later.